Hi, welcome to the Irish Memory Box. My name is Dermot. Today we have Peggy Cooney from Chicago who recently turned 100. Peggy will be interviewed by Ciaran and Aine and a small cameo by their parents Matt and Sinead who are from Clare back in Ireland. The Irish Memory Box is a new way for Irish people of different generations to communicate and learn from each other.
Hi Peggy. How are you?
Ciaran.
How are you?
I'm
how are
great.
you?
How are you?
I'm grand.
And how old are you?
I'm 11 years old.
Wonderful.
And Anya, how do you want to just do a small little introduction about yourself? Just say about what you like and what age you are and what class you're in.
Hi, my name is Anya Hennigan. I'm in 6th class and I'm 12 years old.
Very good.
Hi, I'm 11 years old and I'm in 5th class.
So do you want to ask your first question? Whoever wants to go first.
What was it like growing up in America? And did you grow up in any Irish neighborhood?
Oh, yes, there are a lot of Irish in our neighborhood. And now I want to tell you, I'm 100 years old. So when I'm answering your questions, I'm going way back.
What did you work as before you retired?
Before I retired, I worked at the telephone company.
Oh, a telephone company. Where were your parents from?
Both of my parents were from Roscommon, near the town of Boyle. They didn't know each other over there, even though they lived about a mile apart. But they met in this country.
Our dad's from Roscommon.
Great.
They lived in Gough Street, the main town of Roscommon.
Okay.
When you were growing up, did you do any traditions like singing, dancing, or playing music?
I took step dancing. I didn't have any music lessons, no, and I had no aspirations for it.
What was it like growing up in America?
Well, I didn't know any difference of any other place to grow up, and I thought it was wonderful. We had a wonderful life. It was rather strict. My parents were strict, but very loving and caring.
Did you learn how to speak any Irish over in America?
No, because my mother and father didn't speak it, because at that time, the English didn't let them do it.
Is Chicago a nice place to live?
Yes, it's the best place to live in. Weather is great. I love the seasons. We have 4 seasons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How are you getting on with the whole pandemic?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm wearing my mask and I'm staying home. Of course, at this age, you don't go anywhere. So I really don't know the difference.
Have you gotten the vaccine yet?
Yes, I've had both of them. I'm very lucky.
Why did your parents leave Ireland?
Well, there was no future there for them. That's why at that time, most of the young people did leave Ireland. And they came to America. My mother was quite young, and I think my father was a bit older. He went to England and had a job there. And then he came to America. His brother was here. Well, my mother was what do they call it? Fancy name for it, a kitchen mechanic. She worked as a maid and then she worked in the kitchen. She learned how to cook, which was wonderful. She was a great cook. And my father was a motorman for the CTA. He did that all his life. He was a hard worker, a wonderful man.
Did you have any hobbies that you liked to do when you were our age?
Well, I love to go swimming down at the lake. We used to go almost every day, walk down the lake and go swimming. And as I said, we took Irish step dancing and we had a lot of fun with all the neighbors.
Do you remember any major events during World War II?
Well, they were all major, I think. I had 5 brothers, and 4 of them served in the service. So it was a very difficult time in our house when they were gone. And everyone was in a different place. One of them was in India, one was in England, one was in Alaska, and I can't think of the other one. He just went in the service, and then the war became over. Thank God.
Did you ever have a husband?
Oh, yes, I did. And I had 9 children.
How many boys and how many girls?
4 girls, wonderful girls, and 5 fantastic boys.
Do you have any grandchildren?
I have 27 grandchildren, and I have 29 great-grandchildren with 3 more on the way. Well, you know, I'm 100. I've been here a long time.
Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Indeed, every year I've always celebrated it. Yes, very special day. In fact, I'm hosting a party for St. Patrick's Day. You go out for the day, you see the parades. Of course, now they haven't had a parade since last year, and there won't be one this coming year. But I live in a condo building, and I'm having a party in the garage for people in the building to come down, and I have a fiddler and a guitar player to entertain us for a little bit. And it's just getting together and being sociable and wearing our masks, of course.
We go to Mass and we go to the parade and then it's Simon.
Very good. Are you going to have a parade this year? I know everything's pretty.
No, I don't think we will. And I don't think Mass is going to be on either.
Oh, well, I know here it's very limited going to church. I watch it every Sunday on TV, which is great. We dress up a lot with all our glittery green.
What it was like growing up in the Irish community?
Well, it was wonderful, as I said before, and I have a lot of relations, and I always remember going to their house, and my uncle played the squeeze box and doing the dancing and the sets. We had a lot of fun.
What do you treasure most about your Irish heritage?
Well, it's hard to say. I cherish my mother and father for having us and to give us such a wonderful background. I've been to Ireland 10 times and always visiting my relations over there. Right now I have one nephew, first cousin, and he lives in Ballymena. And I have someone on my father's side living in Tipperary. We went to visit them. Beautiful places. The people, they're so lovely and so willing to help you. And they're fun. Everyone you meet is a pleasure.
Peggy, hi Peggy. I'm Sinead, how are you?
Hi.
I'm just trying to get the kids here to ask if you have learned any Irish expressions from living with 2 parents who were Irish. Is there any sayings that they might have had?
Oh, Faith the Bigara.
Oh, Bigara.
My name is Matt, and I'm the kids' parents. And
Hi.
I originally come from Roscommon, which is only about 20 or so miles away from Boyle. But my funny expression for Roscommon is that the people of Roscommon have a very strange pronunciation of Roscommon. They tend to drop the R and the O, and it's called Scommon.
When you came to Ireland, did you go to the Cliffs of Moher or any big place that tourists come to?
Oh, yes, many times I was there because I was with others and I wanted them to see the Cliffs of Moher. And that one time I had my 5 sons I took over, and they went up to see the cliffs, and I just sat there, and I had gone into the shop and I got a tam hat with looked like red hair on the side, and I put that on. And then when they were coming back, I was sitting there and they passed me right by. They didn't even know me. We had a lot of fun.
Do you have any hopes or wishes for the people who are listening, Anya or Ciaran?
That the pandemic will end soon so that we can go back to normal.
We can go back to school and meet up with all our friends.
Peggy, do you have any hopes or wishes for the people who are listening?
Oh, I just hope you have a wonderful life. You're good to others, and they'll be good to you, and you'll always have friends for the rest of your life. And that's the best part of it.
What are your tips to get to 100?
I haven't any at all. It's a total surprise for me. My dad lived to be 96, and I never, ever thought I'd be there this long. But it's been great. I have a wonderful family, and I eat very well. Each one of my children come and spend the evening. They make my dinner, and they spend the night, and then they leave, and I have Maura Boyle from the Aranmore Islands, Donegal. She's with me from 9 to 2. I'm blessed, no end.
The kids want to play a little bit of music for you.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks
God
so
bless
much.
you.
That brings us to the end of this episode. If you want to be involved, email grace@irishchicago.org.